Hello to all traders. Welcome to this Tuesday's Market Insights video, 12th of May today. And we seem to have another shift in sentiment. It seems now that the dollar is returning back in power, euro and pound lower, of course, as well as other FX majors. There seems to be now a case where the announcement from New York's governor that the city may soon start reopening and easing down on the lockdown measures has supported markets. It was 2 days ago, though, that the new cases in China, Germany, and South Korea actually were driven optimism to the exact opposite side. So it really makes us think whether we're asking the right question. I mean, not really asking whether there's going to be a lockdown, but whether this ease in the lockdown is going to improve the situation with COVID-19, because in some countries, even after 1 month of easing of lockdown measures, that doesn't seem to be the case. Whatever though the case is, we seem to see dollar improving, and that extends in the markets. Euro dollar, starting with we talked about last week, we were looking at this becoming an ending triangle, right? So we said we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 we will have. So that really depends on whether we're going to get prices breaking below the 1076, right? If we break below that, then we could reach down to wave Y, that would be wave 3, potentially then 4 and 5 for an ending triangle pattern. Now, the truth is, whatever the case, is that this pattern so far looks quite corrective, and also looks quite, I mean, there is definitely some triangular formation over here. So it could be a case, and because of the RSI supporting an upside move, it could be a case where this is an A, B, C, D, and an E, okay? That would suggest that this is wave 1, we're getting now wave 2, and then we're going to 3, 4, and 5, most likely break above that level. Okay, so what I'm looking for, obviously, here is that this move is corrective, this is impulsive, this move is corrective. Okay, so this is what I'm paying attention to. This bit over here, that is like that actually since May, to be honest, because since May it looks like we've had a steep decline from 1010 to 1075 or so, and I wouldn't be surprised if prices start turning around. Also, of course, keeping in mind how bad the US jobs data were. Now, on dollar yen, we've seen also, of course, havens taking a hit yesterday. On dollar yen, we're expecting this to be an A, B, and a C, a move to the upside. This is also part of another correction as well, and we were expecting this move to end near the 105.2 or even near the 105.65 or so. I mean, if we were trading still below the 106.84, I would still assume that we could get lower. But now with this break over here of this triangulation, let's just say, right, with this break over here, this is becoming for me an ending triangle, or even like, yeah, a 5-wave move, let's just say, with an ending triangle over here, right? The breakout here makes me think that we are actually going for wave 1 up. That means that we've got wave 1 already done. Okay, so this is 1, 2, this is like 3, 4, and 5. So it will be wave 1 probably in the minor degree over here. So we should get another move to the upside, following, of course, a successful retracement, because this retest could get us really down to lower levels. I mean, it could go to 107 or so, or we continue higher as well to continue with minor now, then minor 2, minor 3, 4, and 5. But as I said, still really need to pay attention whether we are going to go back within the triangle range or we remain above it. Above is bullish, below is bearish. We also get bullish signal here on the RSI, which is supporting the original first idea. And last, pound dollar. Pound dollar, we're looking at this. This was an A, yeah? And we're looking at this being a B, and then we're looking prices to move up for wave C, right? Now, here, we talked about this being an A, B, and a C, okay, which is a flat, because we've got A, we've got B coming to the same height as before, and C pretty much just coming a little bit off the previous low. So there's two scenarios we can look at this. One, of course, is that we're going to move lower from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to get that becoming a 5 and break to fresh lows, potentially even take the previous low 4 over here. Okay, this is the ideal scenario, to 121.60 or so, right? Or, and since we are seeing also a divergence on the RSI here, it means that this is a wave A, but it's a leading triangle, okay? Because we have, of course, these waves been interacting with one another, their bottoms. So this could be a leading A, then this could be a B, okay? And that means that this is 1, 2, when I get 3, 4, and 5, right? This, in this case, means that wave B is done, yeah? I'm going to have minor 1 here, then minor 2, 3, 4, and 5, which would assume as well the case for the euro dollar. Okay, so this will be all for the day. So I will see you again tomorrow.